Found that she was cheating on me with a celebrity. I, 40, have been married to her, 36, for 12 plus years now. 2 kids, 12 female, 10 male. Very bright and wonderful kids. In the past 2 years, my daughter has began to show a bit of rebellious behavior towards her mother. My daughter would only listen or do when I ask or tell her to. She has a bit of hate to her mom. I wouldn't pay attention too much as her mom would give me a hard time almost every day. I've been on the receiving end of her psychological and emotional mistreatment for a couple of years. I'm much bigger than her, so I thought I could handle it, but it's taken a toll on my well-being. So we went to therapy in February. She didn't want to go back even though I saw that we made some progress. Our DB problem kept going on though. Back in June, one day I began to fear that she was cheating on me. You must know that my wife is quite attractive, is quite active on Facebook and Instagram, has lots of friends, and even goes to concerts with her lady friends. I never thought she would betray me, but my fears got the best of me. One day she left the house to run some errands and forgot her cell on my desk, so I tried to unlock it. I searched her social media and found proof. Hundreds of messages between her and a person with an alias, romantic texting, pictures, and a video of someone opening an envelope, pulling out a university degree, his daughter's, with the daughter's full name and display. It was easy for me to find out his name. It's all public information. I found that he is a musician and quite the celebrity in my country. I actually liked one of his songs, Not Anymore. I created copies of all messages and locked the phone and left it on the same place she left it. By the way, the errands were exactly what you are thinking. That day I didn't say anything, but my wife noticed that I was sad. That same night she would hug me and tell me she doesn't like to see me sad. Her efforts to comfort me only fueled my anger, but I kept the real reason to myself. The next night when my kids were dreaming, I calmly told her that I wanted a divorce. She was shocked. When asked for a reason, I said one word, infidelity. She denied everything, but I countered with the name and alias of her lover. She said I was overreacting and that nothing had happened. I countered by reciting word by word what they had been talking about on the day before. Then I told her that I knew everything, that I saw all the romantic texting and photos she would send him. Not the whole contents of their conversations, but enough to see that they were at it like there was no tomorrow. She played victim, bawling, claiming that she needed romance, and I countered that I had been doing everything in my power to revive the passion between us, but she would be distant with me and delete the mood every single time. She begged for forgiveness, begged that I would keep quiet about this, begged to be my wife again, and I, in my strong love for her, forgave her. But there were conditions. No more aggressions. She would give me the same time and attention I gave her. Fast forward to last week. The relationship has been slowly improving for a while, but I know she was stressed and anxious. So fearing the worst again, I talked to her. She was trying to see me as her husband, not just as a friend. She was trying to not hurt me anymore. She had done some aggression to me since then. She said that I was too good for her. She had me on a pedestal, that she did not deserve me. I told her that I still loved her, and she immediately countered that she couldn't. By now you may have noticed that she is in fact emotionally unstable. Anyways, she suggested that we separated for a while. I agreed, and I moved in with my parents. Strangely enough, she did not take this well. The kids suffered a lot, but we kept them cool with a soothing speech about daddy and mommy's self-healing and efforts to improve our relationship. They are smart and got it quite quickly. And now today, I went home to see the kids for a bit. The wife tried to get me to sleep the night on our bed, but I told her it was not possible. She apologized for everything in front of the kids. She did not mention the infidelity, but admitted that she had hurt daddy deeply, begged for forgiveness once again. I took the kids to the rooms and kissed them goodnight. Then we spoke again. When I mentioned something about her swimsuit Instagram pictures, I had a very poor choice of words, and instead of being encouraging to help her break the cycle of mistreatment she was submitting us to, it turned against me. I apologized, but she asked me to leave. On my way out, it happened. Remember my daughter's hatred? My daughter stopped me from leaving and asked me if I was okay. I explained what had transpired and explained myself. Fear, jealousy, and a broken heart were the triggers for what I said, and that I had hurt Mom. My daughter countered, "Has she hurt you?" I couldn't answer, but she saw it on my face, in my eyes. And that's when she told me that she had to tell me something that she had kept secret for almost 2 years. She knew. She had seen the texting while riding on the car with her mom, while going with her on a concert of the guy. She even met him. While I was away at work breaking my back making sure food would always be on the table, my daughter's words, she had even confronted her mother on this. She knew this was beyond wrong, but my wife would counter saying it was her imagination and that this would cause a misunderstanding between mom and dad that would end up in an ugly divorce. That's why she kept quiet for almost 2 years. This truly broke my soul. I couldn't talk to my wife today. I felt that I would say or do something that I could regret. I know that my wife grew up in a troubled household. Her parents are people you cannot count on. Her elder sisters as unstable as she is. She is not a bad person and has done her best to be a good mom. I believe in second chances. I, myself, have been given one when I was almost peacefully deleted years ago. Boring story of a close encounter with the Grim Reaper. I want to forgive this and forgive my wife, but I've told my daughter that her mom needs to change, and that takes time. Daughter has asked me if I can take her with me. I will. But first I need to check with my lawyer. I, on the other hand, need help. Would probably get a therapist real soon. I am considering divorce, but I'm not yet sure, as you already know. I have told my kids that I will always be right next to them when they need me. What do I do with the hatred my daughter has for her mom? Should I also tell the musician's family of his transgressions? Thank you for making it this far. Update 1. All. Thank you for the overwhelming support and advice. Save for a single unhelpful comment. 1. She has cut off ties with AAP. 2. I'm not in the US. Laws here would be on my side on matters related to money and property. Infidelity is the key word for lawyers. Laws favor the mother in regards to custody. At a certain age and approved by a judge, kids can choose who they want to live with. I know that my daughter will choose me without skipping a beat. My son, don't know. Hopefully he will follow his big sis's example. 4. I'll meet with a lawyer and explore my options. 5. Some have suggested that I rat out the musician. I'd rather bid my time, but I've already located his adult daughter. I will probably show her the evidence, but this is last on my list. 6. My priority now is therapy, so I'm already searching for one that can see me during these crazy times due to Corona. Update 2. AP's daughter will never know. Not for me. I have removed this from my list. Update 3. It's been weeks and a lot of things have happened. All those who have provided support and advice, thank you. Daughter and I are going to therapy. Wife is too. Don't know the details, but she wants to keep me informed. She seems to genuinely want to rebuild our marriage. Lawyer gave me my options. I will consider them after I go through my therapist. Update 4. This will be my last update for a long time, or the last one ever. I informed AP's wife a long time ago, long before this post. Today she just reached out to me. She felt ready to talk. Things exploded on the AP's face. Karma did its thing. AP is in trouble now. My daughter has decided to forgive her mother, her decision, and I respect it. She won't forget what her mom did, and she clearly explained this to her mom. It's like mom will be on indefinite parole. Wife has allowed her actions to speak for her. She has changed and behaves like the woman I married. She has shyly hinted that we could get back together. Good for her, but I'm not convinced, so I will observe her. Meanwhile, I will go back to school, finish my degree, work out, and focus on me. And if I meet someone, well, we'll see. I feel a lot better. Life is too short for me to linger on the pain. Time to be happy. Thank you all and take care. Hey guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help me out. Thanks. Second chances come with one-time slip-ups, not 2-year-long affairs. She had plenty of time to feel remorseful or to stop for the sake of her marriage and her children. She didn't. OP, you are blinded by her attractiveness, popularity, crocodile tears. She is only sorry because she got caught. She was even disrespectful enough to expose your daughter to her lover. You have been taking mistreatment from her time and time again, and you let her. What kind of example are you setting for your children? Even your daughter knows, and she seems to be even more upset than you, her husband. You will lose her respect if you let your spouse treat you like this. You are putting this toxic example for her of keeping the peace, etc. You should teach her to be strong and stand up for yourself if someone not only mistreats you to your face, but also disrespects you behind your back for years. Get out, get divorced, and set a better example for your children. First of all, your soon-to-be ex-wife is a poop mom. Your daughter knew for 2 years. She's a kid, but she isn't stupid. The toll that must have put on your child must be insane. She's emotionally manipulated your daughter so she could hide her affair. This is so ducked. Your wife is a liar and she only regrets getting caught. She knows she doesn't want to be with you, but wants to keep her family together. Do what is right for you and your children. Staying in this toxic relationship will only show your kids it's okay to put up with this. What if your child was in your situation? What would you want them to do? Leave her. Get therapy for yourself and your kids. Divorce her already, if not for yourself, for the sake of your child. Your wife was emotionally manipulated / mistreated your daughter, telling her to keep the secret to prevent an ugly divorce. That's a lot for a child to be burdened with, and she can end up with anxiety or PTSD. That was a long read. I'll try to answer just the questions. Your daughter is still quite young, And as you said, her bad relation with her mom is due to her finding out about the infidelity and being loyal to you and the family unity. That's great, but as you said, her mom has tried her best to be a good mom, so for the sake of keeping relations cordial, it's best to maybe show your daughter that you personally have forgiven her mom somewhat. That way you aren't forcing her to follow suit, but at least she can start to move on from the portion of hating her mother. As for telling the musician's family, they deserve to know, but don't make it your priority over making things right in your own house. Of course, personally, I do hope they find out very soon. It's worth mentioning that since your wife was in a relationship where they exchanged mature content, she is at least aware if you expose the celebrity, because there is a good chance that her name will be made public if the news blows. Time to drop her, buddy. She's only sorry she got caught. Way above our pay grade. Very sorry, Ope. Damn. I read all of this, and in the end, I must say that I wish you realized your mistake at the very beginning. You kept talking about the mistreatment like it is normal, and kept subjecting yourself and your family to it. I don't know what makes you think it is normal, but that was way more than enough without the extended infidelity, the lying, and the emotional mistreatment of your daughter. In these cases, there is not much to say, because there is clearly something about your mindset or some deeply rooted self-worth issues that make you feel like you deserve to deal with that. But now that you have kids, you need to snap out of it for them. My advice, stop taking this like a lifestyle that you're condemned to, and start taking matters into your hands and actually acting in your interest and your kids. Start seeing your wife for what she is, and tattoo on your forehead that mistreatment is never okay. Not even once. Either towards you or your kids, so that you may be reminded in the mirror every time you brush your teeth.